What's up, guys? Welcome back to ManCave Collectible Reviews, coming at you this week with a figure review. Really excited about getting back to a figure review on the channel. It's been a long time. I used to love doing these and just kind of ran out of time, didn't get a lot of time to do them, so we kind of stuck to the toy hunts, as I was doing a lot of toy hunting over the last year and a half. But man, this figure I think is worth coming out of figure review retirement for. It is the Mondo 1/6 scale animated series Sabretooth from the X-Men animated series from the 90s, the one a lot of us grew up loving and a lot of nostalgia behind, really. Had a couple requests from folks. Once I showed this over on my Instagram page, I took a picture of it and showed that it had come in, and folks wanted me to put it on camera. So here we go. We're going to take a quick look at it. We're going to go ahead and put this on rotation so you guys can see kind of what the box art looks like. It is some kind of original design and concept artwork here that the box is showing off. Not a whole lot of color, just some black and white imaging, but I think it looks really cool. It's a cool box. Obviously, this guy's coming out, so I'm not going to be displaying him with the box. But, there's some Wolverine Sabretooth there, probably from, if I remember right, from the original battle that they had when they brought Sabretooth in to the mansion, and, Wolverine was all upset about it, but nobody could figure out why. Just one of the greatest cartoons ever made. So, this is Sabretooth. We're going to go ahead and get him out of this packaging. We're going to take some quick looks at just some accessories, do some size comparisons. With him did come, I do have the Mondo X-Men Wolverine animated series that they did here. Maybe, I guess I probably had this guy 6 or 8 months. I picked him up from Entertainment Earth, same as this guy. We'll drop a link down below for Entertainment Earth if you're interested in this guy. He is going to be re-releasing. I think he's sold out, and I think they're planning on getting some additional stock back in. So if you want to go and, pre-order him, you can do that. Let's go ahead and get him out of the packaging. All right, guys, so we got Sabretooth out of the packaging, and here on our spinner table, this guy looks amazing. I'm telling you, I am really overwhelmed by the sheer size of this guy. We'll do some size comparisons here in a bit, so I can kind of show you what that looks like. So the first thing I want to take a look at are the additional, hands that they offer with this set. So if you look here, you got some really grabby, scary claw hands. I never know what you call these things. All the reviews I've ever done, I've always struggled to actually, find the words for the different hands outside of fist hands. But you can see here, he kind of has some grabby holding hands kind of straight out of packaging. But these are a little more of, kind of your attack-ready hands. Maybe that's what we'll call them. We'll call them attack-ready hands. And then, Old Faithful, you do have the fist hands. You got one pair of fist hands there. These look really good. They're going to obviously just peg in and peg out right here on a really nice thick peg. So I don't think you're going to have to worry about any kind of breakage on those. And, it is a ball joint there. So kind of that McFarlane style ball joint. And really well done here. You've got a set of explosives. So if I remember right, you got the remote, you got the explosives, and it seems like there was an episode maybe where Sabretooth was blowing up a bridge or blowing something. I cannot remember because I didn't go back and actually watch the animated series just for this review. It's been a while, but I have caught up on a lot of that animated series through Disney+. But a lot of those earlier episodes, which I believe this is probably from, it's been a while since I've seen some of those. But yeah, really well done here. It's a nice, thick, chunky piece of plastic. This is not hollow. This is full plastic through and through. Really weighty. It feels really nice. Drop a comment down below if you remember where this is from the animated series. It is like a severed head of a robot there, so that's pretty cool. It looks really nice, painted well, sculpt is done super nice. And then you've got a smiling Sabretooth head there, which looks really good. It's just that mischievous, I'm about to kill you type smile, and enjoy it. And then, the screaming face is kind of what he has coming straight out of the packaging. So both of these heads look really good. Very nostalgic heads. Definitely expressions that we saw straight out of the cartoon. And then last but not least, you do have the stand from Mondo here. These are, these come pretty much with all the Mondo 1/6 scale figures. Now, I'm going to recommend that you may have to use this. I'm going to tell you why. Because these ankles are slightly loose, which is a little disappointing. I can't deny that. It's a little disappointing. This guy is very top heavy, as you can imagine. All this fur and just the massive upper torso of this guy carries a lot of weight. So as he's standing there, there is some stress being put on those, ankle joints, knee joints. The knees are good. The hips are good. There's no problem there. I just noticed as I was posing him that those ankles are pretty loose. And that's scary for a figure this size and this weight. He definitely weighs a lot. I would say he weighs more than probably your average like Hot Toy more than any. I've got 3 Mondo 1/6 scale figures right now. I've got the He-Man, I've got the Wolverine. The weight of this guy is much greater than either one of those two. All right, so what I want to show you here is I want to show you some size comparison. This is the Marvel Select Sabretooth, what I think may be the best Sabretooth figure up until now in my collection. This is based on a 7-inch scale. You can see this guy here is massive. The 7-inch scale Sabretooth literally comes up to his waist. So that just goes to show you how big and how massive this guy is. All right, and here I want to go ahead and show you just some size comparison with the newly released Wolverine from Mondo that goes with Sabretooth here. And you can see Sabretooth towers over this guy, as he should. I think they did a great job on scale. This is how it appeared in the animated series. Sabretooth was much bigger, so I appreciate Mondo really taking into account scale and making 2 of my favorite animated series characters perfect. Now, as we always do, we're going to bring him in for our close-up. I want to take a really nice look at this head. You guys didn't get to see a close-up of that head, but again, the spin here, you can get up and down really, really nice. You can get back about that far. You can get a little side to side on this head. Again, just a heavy guy. Even just holding him here in front of the camera for you, this guy is intense. All this is connected in this fur, so it's not going to come off. You know, it's, man, let me spin this guy around. As you can see, just look at the, that is solid plastic. That is not, you know, a hollow piece of plastic there. It is solid. So you can imagine how much weight is in that alone. Big old arms here, you know, massive arms. We do have a cut just at the base of the bicep there, and then you've got maybe about a 90-degree there on the arm. So that's about as good as you get. You do have the little spikes coming off of his gauntlet there. I guess that was a gauntlet. Was that supposed to be a gauntlet, or was that supposed to be part of his skin? Does he have a suit on? What, you know, it's always been so confusing with Sabretooth and actually what's going on, because if you look at like the cover of, what is it, Wolverine 11 or so, he doesn't have this on. He's in regular like street clothes, him and Wolverine fighting. What was it, their first meeting in that comic book? So you've always kind of wondered, is this, I guess it's just a skin tight suit that he has on, you know, it's, but it's so well made. Whoever tailored his suit for him, it actually appears as almost as if it is his actual skin. But anyways, we'll move on here. We do have a cut right here, just right there in the upper abdominal area. Gives you a little bit of range of motion. It's not huge, but a little bit. Got the cut here just at the lower abdominal. Very McFarlane-ish pelvic area there. You get, you know, you can get pretty good range of motion here on these. That's about as hype as you can get. You got to run the risk of, you start articulating this guy too much, I would worry you start scraping paint. Down here in the knees, a little bit of turn side to side. Same here in the upper calf. And then these knees, probably some of the best range of motion on the figure. And then as we discussed, you do down here pretty much get your tilts, your rockers, everything down here on the ankles. But again, just, it's not so much that they're loose. I mean, you can see they're kind of trying to ratchet some, but he is just so heavy up top. When you set him down, you really have to kind of manipulate, you know, his weight, the distribution of the weight, in order to make sure he doesn't fall over. So that's where I say, I think the stand may be important with this guy. Last thing you want to do is put him up on a shelf, walk in the next morning, and this guy's laying down on the floor with a massive scuff somewhere on this beautiful paint job that Mondo did. So guys, that is the end of just this quick overview of Sabretooth from Mondo. Here he is with all the accessories laid out. You can see the 2 different pair of hands, as well as the ones on him, the extra head, and then the kind of accessories, you can kind of diorama type accessories, you may want to call them, that he also came with on this side. If anybody remembers what this head's from, I would like to know. Drop a comment down below. Let me know. Let me know what you think of this guy as well. Again, link in the description for Entertainment Earth if you're interested in this guy. If you use the code ManCave at Entertainment Earth, you do get 10% off of your order on in-stock items, as well as free shipping, and that even goes for sale items. So if you see something on sale, drop ManCave code in the promo, and you'll also get another 10% off the sale. So really cool, something to remember as you're ordering from Entertainment Earth. We'll put this guy back on the spinner for the outro. I hope you guys enjoyed the review video. Glad to be back. I did have knee surgery, so it's kind of been keeping me out of the game for a little bit. I haven't been able to get out and do toy hunts. Hopefully we can get some of those in here real soon, but I have a slew of action figures that have come in, and I'm like, hey, why not do these quick 10, 15-minute reviews of these action figures, show folks what the accessories are, scale, I know it helps out a lot. So let me know down in the comments if you're interested in that, if you enjoy this video, and hit that like button. Guys, that's it. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Until next time.